Despite assurances from management that their salary arrears will be cleared, staff of the Metro Mass Transit Limited are still demanding the head of the managing director. They say their bosses are out of touch with reality and their actions are rather making them worse off. They have therefore resolved not to return to work until their demands are met.
Scores of passengers are frustrated due to the decision by workers of Metro Mass Transit Limited to stay off the road. Some of them were forced to board other buses, which comes at a higher cost. The workers' concerns are numerous. The company's head of communications, George Asante, says management is overwhelmed as the drivers outnumber the available buses which are currently in operation.
In our current situation, we are having a ratio of 16:1. Currently nationwide, we are operating 187 buses, and we are using these 187 buses to feed work population of 2016. That is where the challenge is now. Maximum every 2 years, we've been changing managing directors, but we come back at square one. We change managing directors, we bring in a new one, and then the same situation reoccurs. That should tell us that the situation or the problem that we are faced with as a company is not the inefficiencies or ineffectiveness of the managing director, but as a company we're supposed to make conscious efforts of getting new buses.
But the workers would have none of that.
The worst part of the whole thing that we are talking about, especially our tier 2 and our tier 3 deductions, are when people go on pension. If it was not about a strike action, you can take a holiday to Metro Mass, just come and sit at the gate. You see older people who have been on pensions, and they are coming into Metro Mass. Ask them their mission. They will tell you they are chasing their checks. Meanwhile, 1 year to their pension, HR will write or give them letters that they should prepare themselves for pension. Meanwhile, the company doesn't prepare itself against this stuff.
Although George Asante has assured the workers that their arrears would be cleared, the drivers are bent on kicking the managers out.
By now, if Metro Mass was to be managed by any private person, I am sure about 2/3 of the current workforce would have been asked to go home. But in our current situation that we find ourselves, we are not allowed to do that. Management is not even considering that because we don't want to worsen the unemployment conditions that we find ourselves as a country. Workers are, some of them are talking about the management not able to pay full salary for 5 years, which is highly unfounded and untrue. Others are also talking about 6 months. Others are talking about 2 months. But the fact of the matter is that currently we are owing salary of 2 months. And even with that, the month of August, a section of the staff have received their salaries. We've started working on payroll, and all things being equal, by Friday we are supposed to finish with August salary. And if that is done, then of course, if there should be any salary arrest, it will be for the month of September.
And what we are feeling at the moment, George Asante is not feeling it. And now he said he's the communication director for the company. For me, I'm not sure. He's now the communication director for the managing director, and we want all of them to go.
From the look of things, the work he's overwhelmed. He can't do the work. You understand? So our simple message is that he should leave. There's someone in Ghana here, or even Metro Mass. When we give him the company as it is, he can turn things around more than what he's doing. Because what he's doing, in fact, we are not saying we cannot sit down and watch aloof for the company to collapse.
Till their demands are met, the workers say no retreat, no surrender.